thought?
I had fun. My daughter was here for that. That was fun.
Is she listening?
She said she was going to, but I
Well,
cannot
she is
confirm or deny.
Okay, well, she is awesome. She really is.
Yeah,
it was
she's
really
amazing.
wonderful having her on the show. She's a natural. She's bright. She's talented. I think you're doing a good job there.
I am trying my best.
Yeah, you and your wife.
Working on it all the time.
Yeah. And that was the last time you were here. Weedle, you haven't been here in a long time.
It's been since last Christmas.
Yeah.
Not this past Christmas, Christmas before.
Right, I know. We didn't ask you
23.
back this year.
That's right.
We were kind of like, that guy.
I don't think you like me anymore.
Well, we get tired easily.
Well, I got overrated by his daughter, which is absolutely, I get
Well,
it.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
yeah.
And you guys drove a long way, right? You're from Ohio.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so can I ask you a question before we start, and then we'll get a song in here, right, Tyler?
Sure.
But have you been playing places? What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You have music out there, too, so we got to make sure we note that, right?
Yeah. I got a few singles out there. And then this radio station here's played one of them.
What's the single they played?
Medicine Springs.
Medicine Springs. And how can people play that at home?
Anywhere you can listen to music, we'll have it. Besides the radio, unless
All
you're
your
listening
streaming
to
devices.
WeCi.
So it's Tyler Michael Walton and the Mayflower Satchel.
My stuff that's out as singles is just under Tyler Michael Walton as of right now. As soon as I get a recording out as a full band, we will release it under that name. So
now, can I ask you another question, and then we'll kind of, what are you doing with all the money you make from your music?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Invest in eggs.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Hey, tell him about, he's got a couple, two new members he's added. So we...
wait a minute, how many are in the Mayflower Satchel?
It's a 5-piece band total, including myself.
Wow.
Weedle on mandolin, Ed on drums, who everybody's
Now,
met.
Ed was here before.
Yep, he's been here a few times. So.
And who else now?
And then we just added a bass player, and he doesn't play just any normal bass. He plays a bass from space. He can probably play a normal bass too.
He
if I had to
can,
guess.
yeah. But he does play the bass from space.
He does play a bass from space, and his name is Flynard Skinner, Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn.
Flynard Skinner. Okay.
Yeah,
Now, one other thing, and then we'll get more into
hold on,
it.
we got one more guy.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yes,
We
please.
added Tom Lees.
Tom Lees?
on lead guitar, which he has his own deal. He's really a guitar slinger. He plays for a couple different acts, Southern Summer, and then he also has his own deal. Tom Lee's Music. Make sure you check them out.
And can I just note something before we get into the music? Is that you have a Whirly Brothers shirt on?
That's my family band, yeah.
Whirly
Right,
Boys.
I know.
Yeah,
Whirly
Whirly
Boys.
Boys.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember that. Yeah,
That's
because you
right,
came
yeah.
in here. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's great. And they were playing around.
Not so much anymore. I mean, we got
you guys
No.
back.
few illnesses in the family. We haven't gigged in a little bit. But
And I remember your mom used to be on that show Laughing, Joanne Worley.
No, not my
No,
mom.
I'm kidding, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
nice try, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just kidding there, I'd
Yeah.
say. Weedle Worley.
That's right. Yeah,
All
well,
right.
Weedle's a nickname. Yeah.
Okay.
Weedle's a nickname, but most people all know me by Weedle. Yeah, for sure.
Two of the calmest guys because that came in here. You guys. I mean, just coming in and relax.
You absolutely don't know us if you think we're calm.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, all right. Well, let's get started here, and then we can figure out some things and get going. What do you want to start with?
I'm gonna do an original. I'm gonna do
And
mostly
thanks for coming
originals.
on tonight
Yeah.
too, because we're just getting started up a little bit. Kind of like a car that hadn't been run in 20,000 years.
Yeah, but this is a garage find that was only went to got groceries, so
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
gonna be fine. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
This is a song that I wrote, heavily inspired by my good friend Brandon Matheny, or whatever you say when you make things up. Mad as hell at the way things turned out. Turn to the bottle every time that I want to drown. Feel so lucky, but it ain't been easy. I've been a full-time suspect damn near all my life. mad as hell. Cleaned up now, no more trouble. Gave up the pills, powders, and potions to save my life. Cleaned up. I got it here. We're gonna try that verse again. Cleaned up now, no more trouble. Gave up the pills, powders, and potions to save my life. Smell the same, you look the same too. Ain't no thing, girl, I've taken on women like you. I like to go out with the boys, out at the moon and make some noise. I like to spend about every time I made the week before. Mad as hell. And if you sip on that poison for too long, by the time we come looking for you, you'll be too far gone. Just like me, you'll be having fun till you wake up one morning and it's just another liquor run. I like to go out with the boys, out at the moon and make some noise. I like to spend about every time I made the week before. Mad as hell.
I think Weedle left.
Yeah.
I think he's had enough.
Sound like you found
He's
a
like,
string
I haven't
he
been
wasn't
back in a
liking.
year, and I see why.
Yeah.
So that one is the one I probably know the best. Is that-
Okay.
I think. I mean,
Yeah, I get a pretty good response from that one at the bars and whatnot. A lot of people sing that one back to me, which
Yeah.
is pretty good
All right.
feeling.
answer me a question. I asked Weedle a question, and I'm going to ask it again
Uh-huh.
because it was off air. But so Weedle, I'll ask you the question. See how I'm building up to it. Great place to play music.
A great place to play.
Where
music?
would you? Where would you? Besides
Well,
this,
you asked me that question, and I answer with my favorite place. My
Okay.
favorite place I played at Bean Blossom was Little Nashville, Indiana, over there. But that was with the Whirly Boys. You know, we did a festival over there called the John Harford Memorial Festival about 5
Okay.
years in a row, and it's the festival grounds that Bill Monroe. You know, and I'm a mandolin player, so
Okay.
it's like the house that Bill Monroe built. So that
Okay.
was my personal. But as far as Tyler and I, you know, we went to Michigan last year.
Yeah.
We did. We went to a couple times. We went to Kentucky a couple times. Played in Louisville once and played Red River Gorge. Probably Skybridge Cafe was. I think Skybridge was probably my favorite with Tyler Michael Walton, and it's in the Red River Gorge, Kentucky.
and a place locally that you would suggest people go.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Gratis Eagles coming up.
Yeah.
It's,
Where's that?
it's in Gratis. It's in Ohio as well.
Okay.
We got the VFW in Eaton, Ohio coming up this weekend.
Yep. February 8th. VFW.
February 8th. Okay.
7 p.m. full band. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
Great.
I'd
Okay.
get there early. It's gonna pack out.
And Tyler, have you been writing a lot or no?
I do write a lot. It doesn't necessarily all translate to being into a finished song, but I write all the time.
And I'm going to throw something out before you do your next song, because the telephone number is 765-983-1426, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to make sure that anybody's actually listening, right? So if you want to call, feel free. I can't get into Facebook because everything's just technology's glitched. I think, who knows what's going on, right? Weedle, I mean,
That's right. Yeah,
and who cares, really?
Right.
I mean,
I like this better anyway.
yeah, I do too. And
Interaction.
nobody calls. That means it's just us, and nobody can complain.
Then we'll have a jam session.
Exactly. All right. So, what's coming to mind for the next song?
I'm gonna do the song that I wrote on vacation. It's probably the most recent fully finished song that I have. It's called Gatlinburger.
Now, Vic, where'd you go? Can you?
We actually was spring break last year in 2024. We went to Gatlinburg.
Okay.
So this song's called Gatlinburger, and I was sitting on the balcony one morning enjoying my coffee, and I thought I saw a turkey on the ridge line, and it turns out it was just an electrical box out in the distance. But it inspired this whole song.
Here we go. That happens.
I've
You
seen
ready?
them turkeys before.
Yeah. Once I saw an electrical, I thought it was an electrical. It was a turkey.
Yeah, that happens
I had it for
too.
Thanksgiving. No,
All
go.
right.
All right. So this song is.
Gatlinburger, which
Gatlinburger.
it goes out to one of my favorite burgers, the Gatlinburger. Man, I'm gonna think of the place while I'm playing this song, and then I'll give them a shout out. See some turkeys on the ridge line. They can hold off on that beer. Ain't seen a baby in some time. I think I'll just drive home from here. But know that I promised I wouldn't drive home drunk again. Guess I'll just wait here till the morning. So much of life is just a struggle. Every day feels like a mess. Alone in the car with this bottle again. Feels like I'm about to fail the test. And I know that I promised I wouldn't drive home drunk again. Guess I'll just wait here till the morning. Daddy always made the money, and Mama always told the lies. Hoping heaven feels like a pain pill. I could finally give saying goodbye. And I know that I promised I wouldn't drive home drunk again. Guess I'll just wait here till the morning. And I know that I promised I wouldn't drive home drunk again. Guess I'll just wait here till the morning.
Man, I went out of tune bad.
It might be me.
I would know because nobody's calling or doing anything, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
What's
frankly.
that phone number again? Yeah.
Yeah, come on, somebody. 765-983-1246.
I'm not giving out the big news that I promised until that phone rings once.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, the big news. Yeah, nobody. Nothing. Bupkis. I wonder if it's even connected.
Is the ringer on? People are probably texting. Hey, man, we're trying.
Now, can you get text here?
Yeah.
All right, so
On Apple Music, or on Apple, I can anyways.
yeah, part of the thing, it's an interesting conundrum, right? So I'm trying to get into Facebook, but they send you notifications, but to your phone.
Yeah.
So if you can't get into your phone, because we're down here in this,
You gotta use the free Earlham Wi-Fi.
I
that's
couldn't
on there.
find it on here.
EOC, well,
You know how it is. We'll get where we get, but it's just a kind of. Anyway, so it sounds good, don't you think?
I
Except
love
for
it.
that whatever
I
was
went out
going.
of tune a little bit there. Yeah, I was trying to get turned away from the mic. However, Tyler, since I've been playing with Tyler, which has been 2 years probably, I tell you, Tyler writes some of the best songs. He's got some of the best songs and the best feeling songs. That's why I'm here, because I enjoy his songwriting so much. I've not got rich playing music for as long as I've been alive. I'm going to not get rich playing my own music is what I want to do. So
I'm with you, brother.
shout out to his music. That's
Thank
why
you,
you
Weedle.
should go ahead and reveal the. I think you should.
Well,
go ahead and reveal the big
I'm a
news.
little confused here, so we'll give it one more song, all right? I'm gonna while we're doing that song, I get checked in here.
EOC, let me tell you exactly which one it is.
I cannot find. It's a crazy. I
Go
think.
to your Wi-Fi. It's EC Open. Earlham College Open. It's not.
Yeah, I
Street
was.
Network.
We'll see.
And it'll bring you up. It'll actually take you to another page, and you gotta accept that, all that.
I gotta
First
find.
malarkey.
Anyway, let's let's move
Which
on
one
to.
do you want to play, Weedle? Of mine.
Well, I'm a big fan of Madison Spring.
Shouldn't have even asked.
You shouldn't have asked. It's my favorite song.
All right, this is the song that WeCi spins, and I'm very appreciative to WeCi.
Yeah, it's nice that they do. I'm
If I ever
glad.
make it big and take part in any other radio station, this will still be my home.
There you go. Right. Right here in the basement at 90
If it
degrees.
went, yeah, 91.5, where it matches the Fahrenheit temperature.
Oh man, it is warm. I've lost 5 pounds.
Yeah, yeah. I told Weedle, I said, "Hey man, bring something to wet your whistle with, because it's warm."
I
It's warm
forgot
down
in the
there.
truck. It's
Yeah.
all right.
All right, this is a song I wrote during the pandemic. You can take from it what you want, but that was the time period it was written in. Sitting underneath the medicine spring when it all came to me, my struggles, come to my relationship to my faith. If I can do
It's a great song. I'm just trying to get. Can you have somebody just text you to see if her?
I texted somebody to see, and I didn't get a response back. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, so it must not be going through.
The text or just life?
Okay.
I think we might be in some sort of weird universe or something.
Yeah, another dimension.
Yeah, I'm
No,
thinking
Weedle
that.
just texted me.
I
It
just
went
texted
through.
you. Yeah, yeah.
And you got it?
Oh, Donnie says he can hear us. Thank you,
Okay.
Donnie.
Oh, well,
Thank
that's
you.
good.
Oh boy, Donnie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Donnie, thank you. You're the only one.
He's
so-
actually the sixth member. There's six members in this band.
There he is.
Yeah.
All right.
got a
Well,
stage.
thank you,
We have
Donnie.
to
That's how
Kev-
you, because you
Uncle Kev
sound
listen.
good. And I think you probably sound good. Does Donnie say you sound good out there?
Does it sound
That's
good,
it.
guys?
What do you think, Donnie?
He's like, enough. You asked me one question. That's too much. I will say this, though. I could imagine. I think this is what they call the global warming room.
It
Because I'm
is.
feeling like, it's probably, again, I'm 10 pounds now.
Oh, yeah. We're getting all kinds of people texting
Okay,
me.
so
Yeah.
all kinds of texts coming.
good, because I was getting a little worried.
Thank you, Joni. Thank you.
Oh, good. So
Kevin.
if they're listening, we can make the big announcement soon, right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, let's do one more. I want to ask you a question,
He's
though.
making y'all hold out.
Hold out.
Yeah, just one more, because then we get at least a half an hour if your fans listening. Is there a song you're working on now?
Yeah.
And how do you, besides if you see like turkey,
Yeah.
and turkeys seem to inspire you, right?
I think Bob Dylan said movement inspired his writing. I read that early on in my writing. And now I drive 200, 300 miles a day.
Oh,
for work,
geez, yeah.
And I just see stuff. And if something, and my mind bounces and races a lot.
You can say
So
that again.
I try to capture a lot. So I have like an ongoing note basically in my phone now.
Okay.
That is just. When I get the inspiration to write, which could hit at any minute, I pull that note out and I can start piecing it together, and it just turns into a song.
Because I would do that when I would drive 10 hours the long distance. That's when I write books and things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, shorter stuff, I used to walk dogs. Like I would take care of dogs. Walking a dog, I can get a poem. Because you're always out there looking at things, right? The dog's doing their thing, you're not, and you kind of come across situations and stuff. Anyway, so that's. Oh, I want to ask you one other question. Then we can. Did you see A Complete Unknown?
I have not seen it yet, but it's on my list.
It's interesting. It's an interesting. I mean, Bob Dylan, voice wise, less so, but lyric wise was, I think, pretty amazing.
One of the greatest, if
You
not
know.
the greatest.
If
I
not the
went
greatest.
to a
John Prine or like
John Prine.
probably right.
John
yeah.
Prine is in a whole nother, I think, another universe almost. But that's my thought. I just think he was, but Dylan. I saw a musical called Girl from South Country,
Okay.
and it's all Dylan songs interpreted. And I would just recommend it because you hear it. For me, I heard the songs interpreted in a wholly different way. And for me, his voice. I took a
So what's it called again?
Girl from North Country.
North Country.
And the songs are, he has amazing songs.
Oh yeah.
But I took a
You
CD.
talking about Bob still?
Yeah. Sorry, you know how I go. But I took a couple CDs of his on a trip, and I'll tell you after 2 songs, it's kind of like for me, not that I don't like him, but Tom Waits, so I can only listen to so much. And then,
Yeah, right.
Goes
I'm
a long
kinda
way.
like,
He's great writer. Goes a
yeah,
long way.
oh, he's amazing. So I just wanted to find it. We're going to do a song, and then Tyler's got a big reveal, right?
Sure. Yeah.
They only
actually,
stayed for that.
I'm here really to promote 2 things.
Okay.
The number 2 thing on my list for today is the E-Town Shakedown that I get to take part in. This will be the 3rd year in a row. We'll be announcing the lineup 60 days from today. 60
And
days
when
from today.
does
the
that take
lineup.
place in July?
It takes place on August 16th. Of
August
this year.
16th. Okay.
Yep, this will be our 3rd annual. We doubled our attendance last year, and we plan on doubling again.
What is attendance? So if you double it, what does that mean?
I don't know the number. Thankfully, I don't have to. I'm out of that part. My job is to fill both stages with sound equipment and musicians.
Entertainment.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
My girl Shannon and Joni, I know they're out there listening, and they're excited.
Thank God, because I got nothing.
Yeah, we'll have our sponsorship form out Wednesday of next week. So anybody who's
Do you have a
web?
Can I ask you a question? Then we'll get to the song. Do you have a website they could check on, or Facebook? What is it?
Yeah, you could go to my website or my Facebook, Tyler Michael Walton in the Mayflower Satchel, is where you find all our shows and that kind of thing. And you can find Tyler Michael Walton on the TikTok. If you Google Tyler Michael Walton, you'll find it anywhere. I'm on all the music streamers: YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
Okay.
And
Napster.
E-Town.
And then as well as E-Town Shakedown, yes, they have their own personal page, and then we're actually going to have a website that'll be launching shortly.
Okay.
This year. We're getting serious with it.
Yeah, good.
Last year
Okay.
was awesome. First year, both years have been great, man.
Yeah.
Last year was
Well,
fantastic.
honestly, things take time.
They do.
So you're always best to have a smaller kind of work the
Yep.
kinks out, then you grow, and then by the time it gets big, then you're coming in there. Oh, there he is, the legendary.
What's cool is, so we don't have a huge entertainment budget, but our community, we have a budget. It is a paid gig for musicians, but the community is loving growing this.
Yeah.
So they're coming together to really help.
Well, I have seen you perform in Eaton,
Yeah.
and there is a strong, I see a lot of support, and so I think a town like Eaton needs that, we all do. Richmond needs it, but I think it's so important to have the music there. So, great. What would we like to? Let's try to. Maybe we should do the Unicorn Christmas first.
No, that's once a year, and if we blow it now, we won't be able to do
That's
it.
true. That's true. People won't get it. All right.
Yeah.
What would you like to sing next?
I'm going to try to surprise Weedle here.
Oh, man. He does this every gig. He does a song or something we don't know.
Here you go, Steve. If you're traveling to the North Country Fair, the winds are heavy on the borderline. Remember me, the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. If you go where the snowflakes gone, and the river's freeze in the summer ends, please sing to me. She has a coat so warm to keep her from the howling winds. They see through me that her hair ain't long. If it rolls and flows all down her breast, please see for me if her hair ain't long. That's the way I remember her best. I'm wondering if she remembered me at all. Many times I've hoped and prayed in the darkness of my night, in the brightness of my day. So if you're traveling to the North Country Fair, where the winds hit heavy on the borderline,
nice. Now, see that because you way you interpret it, right?
Sure.
And I think that's what I got from listening to songs. Suddenly, I heard them differently, right? I can listen to that CD over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because there's such great music, but I can't remember the one song this woman sings in it. It's amazing, and it's a story about a boarding house in Minnesota during the 1930s. That's the musical story, and a family
based on that.
All those songs are in
Yeah.
there. You know, there's a bunch in there. Hurricane.
Oh yeah. Okay. There's been some great works off of Bob Dylan songs. All to be honest, he's very much like the modern times Shakespeare, like the way they adapted all his plays into different movies, and like I mean, almost any drama type movie or love story you see now is really just an adaptation of a story that Shakespeare wrote.
Right.
You know.
Well, and Like a Rolling Stone was voted like best song of all time, best rock and roll song of all time. I
Great
think
song.
by somebody, I don't know, but it's great. And then there's what's it called? Forever Young.
Yeah.
Friend of
Love that
mine
song.
sang that when I saw it on Broadway, and
Bob's
so
got a couple whole gospel albums. Got to serve somebody.
yeah, it's interesting in that movie, and we'll get back, but the movie's sort of about this, when he kind of went radical, right? He goes
Yeah.
from folk. There's kind of a mix of things in there, but part of it was that he comes to one of the folk festivals, maybe at Newport.
Yeah, Newport.
And
they call him Judas because he comes out with an electric guitar.
Yeah, and
he says, "I don't believe you."
Yeah, there was. I mean, so it's interesting, I mean, because he really did follow sort of, I think, his calling. But I'm going to segue one more time, Weedle, because
I'm with you.
okay.
I'm with you.
So it reminded me a little. Have you ever seen Man on Wire?
Denzel Washington.
No, but that's a Man on the Wire song. No, it's about Philippe Petit, the guy who crossed the World Trade Centers on the tightrope. So he has this vision of doing this in like 19 whatever it was, and he keeps the vision. But man, the people around him are just like, he's got it. He doesn't care what has to happen. He's going to do it, and he does it, right? But the people around him are left, and that's same with Dylan. You find out the people in his life who he leaves behind.
Oh,
There's
his
a lot
family,
of collateral.
Changed his name.
Well, and Joan Baez, there's a whole thing with her.
His parents. Completely.
Yes.
They were good people. He
And he changed his name.
Town,
I mean, so it's just, I think it's an interesting thing about, I don't know if it's about genius, although he is.
I'm sure I've left some destruction in my path.
Oh God, yeah, I wasn't going to invite you back, but then
Yeah.
Weedle called me, he said you were feeling really bad. No, I think it's interesting about artistry. They don't always. It's not easy, is it?
No, but it's fun.
And for some people like him, he was on his own trajectory. The guy won a Nobel Prize.
There's tons of bluegrass guys that covered his stuff and just bluegrassed it up. And if you didn't know it was a Dylan song, you wouldn't know it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's bluegrass.
Have you? There's conspiracy theory out there that all the Wallflower songs are actually just are all just songs that Bob Dylan wrote. Even his son,
I never
Dylan.
heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
One hit.
You get to listen to him. You're like, oh. Did somebody find a notebook somewhere?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Somebody find an old notebook.
Is that like that
in the
movie
attic?
about the Beatles yesterday or something where that guy gets, where they give it to the guy gives the music? They've never been around and somebody gets the music. I forget what it is. It wasn't that good. But yeah, I've never heard that one about the Wallflowers, but who knows?
Before we go into an original here, we'll do the truth about mine.
Where do the announcement?
Well, I'm going to. Before we go into it,
Okay.
You guys have hung in and hung out long enough. And I don't know how much of the details I'm allowed to share, but I'm going to share what I know I can share. And is that I, at 36 years old, am finally going to be able to take my original music into a proper studio and record pretty much a full-length album.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how much more I can say about it. It's being produced by a great friend of mine.
You can say.
Yeah, and my friend Weedle here is going to produce this album. He's taking good care of me. and a good friend for it. So.
Okay, so can I ask a question on that? And you don't have to answer if it's
Can
all.
I say it's 3rd Street Records, right?
Yeah, yeah, Third Street. Yeah, Third Street
In Hamilton,
3rd Street
Ohio.
Music.
Very important. Yeah. That's,
So, will this be? You've never done a CD,
no, I have a couple singles out, but I've not done a full album at all.
so this will be a full CD. Do you know how many songs?
I'd like it to be 10, but it's going to be 7 probably.
It's
Okay.
going to be about the time. It's going
Yeah.
it's going to base on
Oh,
time.
is that how it works?
how
Okay.
polished we are when we go in there. Yeah, we have 2 full days booked right now. Have a day booked in the middle of March, and we have a day booked in early
Is
April.
this your studio or?
No, but I work at this studio a lot. I've done a lot of session work down there. I've produced, this will be my 7th or 8th album that I've produced. Last year I produced one for somebody, Big Chili, and he is actually on the bill for a country concert this year, which is Brad Paisley and Sammy
Oh, wow,
Kershaw.
okay.
You know, so, but Tyler's never done it. He's needed to do it for a very
Yeah.
long time. He's got some great songs, and right now he's got an incredible band behind him.
Well, I know. I was going to say they sound. Yeah, I've heard them in. Well, I've heard them on a few other things, but you do. So yeah, this is the time.
Yeah, we're going to be back at New Boswell here shortly. They're working on a date with us too. So
Okay.
The Boz.
Well, let us know, and when it, if you want to, we'll figure something out. But that is great. I mean, that's
I'll
great.
definitely be back here when the record comes
Yeah,
out.
no, we need to do something because you could come in the studio,
Yeah.
there,
Right,
and then
yeah.
we could even, depending on when we're on, we
Yeah.
could come in and yeah, I think we could invite people down. If you do it during like the school year, there'd be students here.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I
something
think
to think
it'll
about.
be. I would venture to say midsummer.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Okay.
It'll be complete.
Whatever, that's fine. We can figure
I've
something
always
out.
had this vision of releasing my first album in my driveway, and like coming out of having everything set up at the front of the garage, and everybody be in the driveway.
Your poor neighbors.
Yeah, they're good people.
You
They
gotta,
know.
you gotta. What's it called there? It's an end of the street, right?
It's a little dead end actually.
Yeah, so that's fine.
We've shut down that part of the block before.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
if
great.
you've got a venue out there and you wanna host the Tyler Michael Walton and the Mayflower Satchel CD release party, reach out to Tyler.
Yeah.
You know,
He's like your best
it's up for
salesperson.
grabs here now.
He's always done me great, man.
I honestly, I do think no matter what you do, and you could do something in Richmond or but Eaton loves you.
It's my hometown.
Yeah, I mean
They didn't always.
no, I know, but you've
Like I
cleared.
said, I've left some destruction in my path, so I haven't always been the greatest friend.
One last question, and then we're gonna go, but into the music. But what's the pie restaurant in Eaton? The diner.
The Eaton place?
Eaton
Yeah,
Place.
that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
just
Shout out Cheryl Creech.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. She's great. And her husband, Papaw, sniper.
all right. What's next here now that you've made the big announcements and
we're gonna
and
do
the
a song that'll be on
phone
the
is just going nuts
I
over
see
here.
it. I see it flashing. Yeah.
765-983-1246.
This is the song I wrote about my mom. I'm not gonna tell any stories about it, but here it goes. Well, she wouldn't put down the needle to save her own damn life. How could I expect her to be a part of mine? Through my head with broken promises, lie straight through her teeth. In the end, nothing she said ever meant shit to me. You run from town to town, telling your lies, but your heartbeat past will still on the
Now that one I've heard before. I like that one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need to explain something to you too. It's not just one restaurant with a Gatlinburger, by the way. It is a whole week, Gatlinburger week.
Oh,
That's
I
what
was
it's-
talking about a specific restaurant in Dayton.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought because it says Gatlinburger Burger Challenge 2024. So it's something big, gorging on burgers during Gatlinburger week. So what are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna tell you, because I made a post about it and they shared it.
Well, they're not listening to the show tonight, are they? So I don't
I
know
don't
what I'm
think
doing.
probably they are, but
That's okay. You got your friends. Thank God for that. I come back on the air. I'm like,
Man, I can't believe I can't remember what this place is called. It's a deli in Dayton that sells burgers too. Hold tight. And we're gonna get there.
burgers are an important commodity for people.
I recently have had to give them.
Do you
up
not eat
on the
meat?
week.
I do eat meat.
You're a
It's
vegetarian.
Great question.
No, I'm not. It's a long story, but
Okay. Can I say
is this a
something?
punch
Weedle
time?
often.
Is this a raise awareness? This is a raise awareness.
Okay,
moment.
yeah.
So summer before last, I got bit by a tick down south in Kentucky.
Okay.
I got bit by a tick, and there is a syndrome called alpha-gal syndrome. So I got
Okay.
bit by this tick called a Lone Star tick. I got infected with what's called alpha-gal syndrome. So I am allergic to, and I was allergic to nothing before. I could eat anything. Anything. But now that I've got bit by this tick, alpha-gal syndrome, I'm allergic to all red meat, all mammal products, all mammal byproducts.
Really?
All of that stuff. So it's an awareness thing today. So if you get out in the summer and you go south, and then the ticks are coming north, so there's some in Ohio, okay? But make sure you wear your bug spray, put permethrin on your clothes, be prepared, be vigilant. Don't
And if
forget
you're
what
a
I got.
chicken, look out because Weedle's coming.
Yeah,
You can't eat chicken.
I can.
You
I
can.
can eat birds and fish. So if it swims or flies, I can eat it, but no mammal. No
Yeah.
mammal.
And it was rough. We didn't know if he was going to make it there for a while, man.
Wow,
he was
rough.
he was losing weight at a rapid pace. And,
But now that
and
It's
mental-
back.
and his mental health was going just as quick.
Yes.
Now could you? It's just meat. It's not like
Well, it's meat, but mammal products are in everything.
Think
So
about
like,
the fat they use.
right.
Aquafina and Dasani water is filtered with bone char.
Really?
Advil liquid gels, the gel in there, it's mammal meat. It's mammal, not
My
meat.
God.
It's mammal. It is in everything. Kool-Aid. I mean, the list is incredible. I've turned into a chemist.
Well, I guess you would have to.
And
Wow.
his poor wife has had to turn into a chemist as well.
Oh, God love her.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, my wife's an incredible cook, and she's adapted.
She has.
And she's adapted and cooks, and you wouldn't know.
Wouldn't
that,
know.
Yeah. So.
Huh. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, enough about me. Let's
Yeah,
get
well, that
back
was
to the
good. That
album.
was. I liked that there was a little of something, little public service announcement
We're
even
raising
in
awareness.
here.
Alpha-gal
Yeah.
syndrome. If you don't know what it is, look it up. And especially if you're an outdoorsman, look it up. Alpha-gal syndrome. You don't want it.
No, you don't. There's podcasts out there on it. I actually had heard of.
Can I ask you another question before
Absolutely.
we
Ask
start?
all the
Telepathy
questions you want.
tapes. Have you listened to that podcast?
That is so crazy. I shared.
Why do you keep saying
I
that? I
shared
don't know.
that. Did I
Yeah.
share it to you?
No, my friend
shared
thinks
it
it's
to
the
you.
best
Yeah.
It's
podcast
great.
ever.
It's great. It's going to change. It's going to change the way we think about.
It's about
certain-
autistic kids.
That's
Right?
a very specific nonverbal autism.
Okay,
It's
and they
very
can
specific to that.
they're like telepathic.
In a sense, they don't know how to. They don't know how to make it helpful, but they can. It seems like they can do some mind reading. Yes.
Well, everybody needs to listen then.
No,
Pump it again. What's
The
the name of it?
telepathy tapes.
Tilapia tapes. You can have fish.
Telepathy.
No, it's telepathy tapes.
Telepathy.
No, I'm serious. Like my friend is like, you've got to listen to these, and
Must.
it's like 8, maybe episodes.
it's
but
great.
I listened to one. I mean, so far, but
Rye Dickens is the narrator. She's amazing. There's some voices out there that are not fit for podcast. Hers is. She does.
Okay.
Great. She will keep you awake and interested. It's a great podcast. We're not supposed to call to action, but go listen.
yeah, no, I think we can ask to listen. You can recommend it to people. It's not. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
have
it's
no clue
a
anymore.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
Like it's NPR of some sort. So.
Then you can find it on YouTube. I found them on
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
it's on there. It's
So,
free. It's
but
out there for free.
It's great. Great. So I think we have one more, two more. What do you think?
Yeah.
And then it's Radio Works.
What's radio? Can you tell me what Radio Works is?
It's like plays done by Richmond Civic Theater. So instead of doing the play, they'll do
They read it.
as a radio
like
play.
a screen.
Yeah, like it used to be. That's how people often heard. Well,
Like that
back
play
to
we did
Shakespeare.
during the pandemic. That was so much fun.
Yes, and like Unicorn Christmas, but more so that play. Yes.
Bringing up, he loves this. The Unicorn Christmas is
Well,
great.
I don't, but I
love
just
it.
know that people, has
One day it will go down in the books with Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, let's do at least one more. and-
yes, this is a song all my true friends and family and followers know about Trucker Steve. I wrote this song here, and I sent it to Trucker Steve's. I sent the first two verses to Trucker Steve's little brother, and I didn't hear back from him for like 4 or 5 hours, so I thought maybe it sucked. But then he sent back an audio file and just a comment that said, "Here's your third verse." So
Co-write.
yeah, the third verse on this one is done by Jake Sheffield down in he's from Coy, Alabama, but I think he's moved on to greener pastures. So I love you, Jake, if you're listening. I love you, Trucker. Okay. Church is the tallest building in my hometown. Sits by the river, we love to float down. Me and my brother spent many a day just trying to find the time to float our memories away. I can't tell you what I'm running from. The demons always call before they come. I just hope to make it out in time before a drink of silver out of my mind. We could change our names. Hold on. I got it. We could run away, change our names, join the worship band and congregate at the First Baptist Church of His Lord Saving Grace. With just enough cash for gas to leave this place. I can't tell you what I'm running from. The demons always call before they come. I just hope to make it out in time before a drink of silver out of my mind. Come on, Weedle. We'll get the thumbing till we get to L.A. Bust on the corner till they hear us play. We'll make it big, add some worth to our name. Move down to the coast near the Galveston Bay. I can't tell you what I'm running from. The demons always call before they come. I just hope to make it out in time before a drink of silver out of my mind.
Come on, Ty.
I can't tell you what I'm running from. Demons always call before they come. I just hope to make it out in time before a drink of silver out of my mind.
Sweet. Audience participation.
Yes.
I hear him.
Yeah,
I hear 'em
out
too.
there.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want one more and a couple moments of talk, or do you want to talk a little remind people about the CD, Facebook, events?
Just check out my socials and anywhere you listen to music. Turn up your phone real loud right now. I want to do something. 3, 2, 1. Hey Alexa, play Tyler Michael Walton. They're probably singing to you in the background. I appreciate you guys for that. We will do one more song. E-Town Shakedown coming up. I got an album coming up February 8th. This Saturday, we're going to be at the VFW in Eaton, Ohio. It is I believe there's no cover, and it is probably the best music joint in town right now.
Sweet. Sweet. I can't even talk on here.
Do
Go.
I know any more songs?
No.
I do.
You can play one you already know, but nobody was. I mean, you had
Can you
people.
do justice?
Why are those Cold War ones?
That might take me a second here. Yeah. Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
We got two
Strum gets us-
2 minutes. 2 minutes. You
Okay.
got 2 minutes.
All right.
We can fade us out at the end.
Yeah, let's do that.
1, 2,
Two.
3, for. One jar of corn liquor shouldn't ruin a whole marriage. Get a little manic without panic sometime. Gotta get a little jingle together, try to spring my brother from the joint. The pay to play, just the system works just fine if you got the coin. You know who to tell. Like to think of the time we spent together with our friends. How we always promised each other it would never end. Now when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna be in pretty bad shape. Some pain you're born with, and most of it never goes away. You know who to tell. Thank you.
Well, that's Tyler Michael Walton and Weedle here on WECI 91.5 FM, Richmond's public radio station, live on the Earlham campus. We'll be back next week with KT Lowe from IU East, and thanks for listening. And now on to Radio Works.